Gents, welcome to ITM Global. Welcome back to another interesting video topic. Today, before we dive into today's topic, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Thank you as per usual for supporting it. And while the sun is absolutely killing me right now, thank you for tuning into the video. I really do appreciate it. Important notice before we dive into the video. If you guys are not part of our reaction channel yet, go and check it out. I will be linking it somewhere in the description. So it's called ITN, it's our reaction channel. This is ITN Global. This is our motivational division. We get into all sorts of motivational and psychological topics to get you guys on the right path mentally. And also, guys, Hope for the Youth and Manual for Success, which is my personal motivational ebook, is available down below in the description of this video if you're interested in looking into something like that. But let's get into today's topic. Today's topic is our emotional world, and I've made a pretty similar video on this topic before. We looked at logic versus emotion, and I'm going to use that topic in today's video. But the whole point of this video is to illustrate how our emotions run our modern day world. If we look at the emotional side here, we look at there's a very important character here, Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays was actually the first marketing guru who actually tapped into people's emotions advertising wise. So during the 20s and 30s, smoking wasn't very popular amongst women. They believed they were stigmatized because of it. And Edward Bernays, actually, one day what he did is he organized a parade, right? And during that parade, he would have women light up their cigarettes. And he'd had photographers taking photos of this. And he didn't advertise this simply as women start smoking. He advertised it as women lighting up their torches of freedom. That is how that story goes. And it's a very important aspect that we need to look at, because Edward Bernays, invoked the emotions of women throughout the world. The women were, they were beginning to believe that they were part of a wider cause, of a greater cause, not just purely smoking for the sake of smoking, but they were lighting the torches to freedom. And that's how our economy is emotionally driven, right? Everything marketing is based on people's emotions, right? And that's why it's so important to be aware of your emotions, to be considerate of how you carry over those emotions from one person to another. But that's an interesting story. And if you look at the logic side, we obviously have Socrates, who said that our animalistic desires are separate from our logic, and we can use our logic or our rationality to control those desires. In other words, in short, Socrates said we can control our emotions with our logic, and we all know that that is not that easy, especially in the modern day. With social media, with advertising, newspaper, magazines, is everywhere. Everywhere we have something that taps into the emotional side of our brain, and ultimately the emotional side of our brain has that much more power over our logic. There are only a very few select people that can actually tap into their logic more than their emotional side, but even they suffer from not being able to control their emotions all of the time using their logic. It's just how the world works. So our world is emotional. We live in our emotional world, right? Most of our decisions are emotionally based, right? Like I said, sometimes we have to bring a little bit of logic and a little bit of rationality into it, like with business decisions. But even those are sometimes heavily emotionally influenced, right? Every single day we experience different emotions. Every single day we are exposed to media, to advertisements that tap into our emotions, our desires. If you do not buy this vacuum cleaner, you are going to live in a dirty house, and that dirty house is going to destroy you mentally. What happens? A switch flicks in your head, and you decide, I don't want to live, in those circumstances. I don't want to be that mentally distraught. I'm going to buy this vacuum cleaner. That is just an example of the power of emotion. Now, guys, our emotional world. Leave your comments and your 2 cents down below in the description, or in the comment section of this video, of course. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.